Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another video talking about the Maximum series Spider-Man figure that is arriving in the UK or has arrived in the UK, and people are getting their hands on it. People are posting images of this Maximum series Spider-Man, and I wanted to make a video talking about that. I wanted to really get into some of the things I'm seeing over here because it's just caught my attention. I've been working on my Ultimate Wolverine review, but I have been distracted by this. Now I'm very much looking forward to Dan Hu's review. It's gonna shine some light on some things, but I also want to draw to some attention to the heat that I've earned for myself over here. I'm gonna take ownership over this post right here using this thumbnail. A lot of people kind of made the assumption that I was trying to help Hasbro and build FOMO for it, but the point behind me using this thumbnail right here is just me spelling it out that this thing is going to sell out, which it did. And I don't believe that Hasbro throttled their quantity. I really do think that it sold out and then they put in more orders. I've heard a lot of people in the industry talk about that. I think it would be really stupid to, mass produce 10,000 of these and only tell people only tell retailers that there's 5,000 available total. Now, Hasbro Pulse was the only one that sold out at first, but it was a precursor to what was to happen next. Kind of like how Big Bad Toy Store kicked up their prices, and we're going to see prices increase through other retailers. Like it happened first with BBTS, we're going to see it happen. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully they go back down. I'm not one to predict the future, but if I see a sign of where things are going, that's all I'm doing, and that's what I did here. And sure enough, it sold out everywhere, and then they restocked everywhere, except for Hasbro Pulse, because I think they have a deal with their retailers where they only have a limited number, or else they wouldn't be able to sell off to these other e-tailers. So there's that. Also, Articulated Ninja misrepresented something that I had said in a comment that wasn't even a post he had made, which I don't know why he follows me. He doesn't seem to like me very much, but he follows me anyway. But check this out. He said, is this it right here? Let me see.
This is what he said, and I'm assuming that helps justify a higher price point.
And that right there. I never tried to justify a higher price point. I never wanted it to be a higher price point ever. I never thought $50 was a good price for this thing. And I think this Carnage right here is the best comparison. It's a movie figure, all new tooling, tons of accessories, bendy wire tendrils and everything. Dude, $10 less than the Maximum series Spider-Man. So I've never tried to justify the price. All right, this is a review right here from Darren. Big thanks for letting me share this over here. And I wanted to post this because I thought this was a very fair review of the figure. He has the figure in hand, and he's giving it some praises, and he's also saying how at the end of the day this thing is still overpriced. At the end of the day, he has enjoyed the figure, but he still thinks it's overpriced, and I think that's a very fair review. You should definitely read this. I think it's definitely worth looking at. I think it gives a pretty good objective look at the figure. Now, here's some of the images, and it looks like a fairly good figure, man. I love Todd McFarlane's artwork. It reminds me of Todd McFarlane's posing and everything. I mean, the posability, the aesthetics of it. It looks good. I forgot where Rocco got this image from, but yeah, there's comparisons here, and I thought this was cool to look at. I don't know. Or they may have all come from Jedi Dads. Because it looks like it's the same top. But anyway, I wanted to make sure I credited him. Now, this right here stood out to me. I was like, oh, holy crap. This looks awful. That is intolerable. If mine shows up looking like that, I want a replacement right away. And if the replacement looks like that, I want a refund because that's not cool. We're talking premium price over here. Like I said, never thought the price was cool, but the figure should look dope. It should come as advertised, and it was not advertised to have sloppy line work on it. So that looks really bad. But that's just the only one I've seen that looks like that. And I don't think that there's anybody that's going to defend that. Anybody saying that is creating a false argument to make themselves right, because hey, nobody, it's just kind of a weird thing. People are acting really weird. This is Stevie right here, Mr. Stevie, and he busted out the figure. I wanted to see this, and it never really gets crisp right there when he tilts that up. I tried to, damn, the butterfly joints look really good. I did take a screenshot of it. It's hard to say. It's too blurry, so I have to wait till I get one in hand. But I have a feeling that that misprint was just one, but damn, I really hope it's not all of them, man. That would be really, really bad. And if yours comes with QC issues, I recommend you get a replacement, or if you don't think that, you're going to get a worthy replacement, then, ask for a refund, because it's not as advertised, right? So anyway, is this an actual picture from Wayne Collectors? I really like this pose right over here. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it. One thing I want to explain to you guys too is that when I'm buying a collectible, I do so in good faith. I do so with the hopes of actually wanting to like it. It doesn't mean I'm ignoring the faults of the figure, but it's like when I buy a Big Mac. When I buy a Big Mac, I want the Big Mac I'm hoping that the Big Mac is going to taste good. My wife and I are going to a concert tonight. I'm hoping the bands perform well and that we have fun. So when I get this Spider-Man, I initially am going to hope that I enjoy it. I don't want to buy things that I don't like. And I think it's odd that some people seem to be buying these figures and reviewing these figures with the hope that they don't like it. I think a lot of the negativity garners a lot of profits for these channels. So I think that they do so in the hopes of wanting it to be bad, which I think is a bad faith way of going about this whole thing. And it's kind of like a weird thing to do overall. I think it's just really weird to buy something in the hopes that it's going to suck for clicks. Is that the deal here? So I'm doing this all in good faith. I'm being honest about it, but you have to accept the fact that this is a luxury. We're here to have fun. So if I buy something that's meant to be fun, I'm going to hope that it's going to be a fun time. And again, my biggest stance on this thing that I've said from day fucking one, you don't really know until you have it in your hand. You just don't really know until you have it in your hands. Now, I'm watching other people that have had it in their hands, and I'm seeing some of these things, and I'm like, oh, goodness. But, from Darren earlier, he had it in his hands. He told me, hey, man, you're right. You never know until you have it in your hands. And he's enjoying the figure. He still thinks it's overpriced, but he has enjoyed the figure. I can't wait to get my hands on this thing. Todd McFarlane, his Spider-Man artwork is some of my favorite artwork in comics altogether. That was the first comic I ever picked up off a shelf, was a Todd McFarlane Spider-Man book. So for me personally, this is something that I really want, and I hope that I enjoy. If I don't enjoy it, if the figure frustrates me, I'm going to let you know about it. I will not fluff the review, okay? But I'm also not going to try to tap into the public outrage and try to bash it for the sake of bashing. I'm going to be fair. That's what you get when you come to this channel. I'm being fair. Hit that like button. Stick around for more. Hit that subscribe button. Join this channel if you want to support what I do over here. And stay tuned for my next review, which is the Ultimate Wolverine, which, god damn it, that boot swiveled. God damn, dude. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.